Hello everyone, we have a new topic to discuss about, that is regarding the equal rights given to daughters to inherit ancestral property by the Supreme Court. Okay, it was there news on August 11, 2020 because a three-judge bench headed by Justice Arun Mishra of Supreme Court ruled that daughters have equal rights as that of a son on parental property. Okay, actually there was an act which is called as Hindu Succession Act of 1956, which governed the succession and the inheritance of property only recognized for males as the legal heirs. So in that act, the right for getting property was only for males. Okay, and that law was applicable to everyone who is not a Muslim, Christian, or Parsi or Jew by the religion. Okay, which means mainly Hindus, and that category includes Buddhists, Sikhs, Jains, and followers of Arya Samaj and Brahma Samaj also. Okay, so this means that all the Hindu, including Buddhists, Sikhs, Jains, and followers of Arya Samaj and Brahma Samaj, except these people, that is Muslim, Christian, Parsi, and Jew by religion, will be applicable with this law, that is Hindu Succession Act of 1956. Okay, in that case, the women will be not getting the right for getting the property of her parents. Okay, so that is what is the law existed in 1956, and this law got amended in 2005, and in that amendment the women were recognized as co-partners or joint legal heirs for the partition arising from 2005. So here we have a term called co-partners, which means that a person who assumes a legal right in parental property by birth only. So which can be either daughter or son. It means only a person who is getting the legal right of the parental property by birth. So by birth means it can be either son or daughter. Okay, so just have a knowledge about that particular thing. So in the amendment of we are talking about the 2005 amendment of this on this Hindu Succession Act of 1956. Okay, so in that Act of 2005 or amendment of 2005, it was said that woman also will be recognized as a co-partner. Okay, and the section 6 of the act was amended in that year, that is in 2005, to make the daughter of a daughter as a co-partner. Okay, and it is said that daughter will be having the same right and also the liability. So you have to note that not only rights, the liability also must be shared between the daughter and the son of that of parental. Okay, then that law will be applicable to ancestral property and the succession of the personal property, and not will be applicable in case of succession where there is a will of that property. Okay, so this will be only applicable to ancestral property and succession of the personal property, and this reform was already recommended by the 17th Law Commission. Okay, and at present what happened is that there was a confusion over this 2005 amendment, because at that time the status of the father, whether father is alive or not. If the father is alive, what will be the transaction of this property will go, like that there was a confusion. Okay, so in that confusion there was a lot of litigation in the court. So during 2015 there was a case or there was a verdict as this case was taken care of by the two judges. Okay, in that case there was two judges only, and in that case there was a ruling living daughters of living co-partners will be getting the rights. That is, if father is dead, the daughter will not be getting the property right. So that was a ruling by two judges. Again in 2018 there is a ruling that was also by two judges, and in that ruling it was said that whether the father is dead or not, that doesn't affect the right of that daughter. So the daughter will be getting the right to property whether the father is dead or not. Okay, so that was the ruling of 2018 February. Okay, so again in April of 2018 there was another ruling by two judges again. Okay, so in that two judge ruling of April 2018, they reiterated what is said during the 2015 ruling. That means if the father is dead, there will not be right for the daughter. Okay, so and also different high courts have different opinion regarding this confusion. Okay, so likewise it was going on, and at present what happened is this was taken to Supreme Court, and they have a new verdict in that it is clearly said that daughters will be having the right of their parental property irrespective of the living status of his father. Okay, so whether the father is dead or not, that doesn't matter. The daughter will be having the right on the property of the father. Okay, father as well as mother. Okay, the parents actually, and this will be having effect retrospectively. So whether before the daughter who is born before 2005 also getting the benefit of this ruling, so this will be having a retrospective effect. And if you are checking the current status of this amendment, we can see that already some states have this provision in their state, like Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. They have already made such changes in their state, and also Kerala had abolished the Hindu joint family system in 1975 itself. So this is a good step, or good one of the best one of the good verdict by the Supreme Court for the empowerment of women, because from now onwards they will be having the right of the property of their parents. Okay, so that's all the topic. Thank you.